How smart teachers make money online without quitting their job. Hello, and welcome. If you're a teacher, an educator, or a trainer, I want you to pay very close attention for the next few minutes. We're going to break down exactly how you can start generating a significant income online without the terrifying prospect of quitting the job that currently pays your bills. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about a strategic, step-by-step plan that thousands of smart educators are using right now. The poverty of repetition. Let's start with a concept I call the poverty of repetition. Think about it. Every term, every semester, you deliver the same brilliant lessons. You explain the same core concepts, answer the same questions, and guide students through the same material. You're an expert at it. But when the term ends, what happens to all that effort? It vanishes, only to be repeated again next year. This cycle is a form of silent poverty. You are doing the work, but you are not building any assets from it. The lesson here is profound, and you must internalize it. You cannot multiply your income from what you continuously repeat. True financial growth comes from what you can record, package, and resell. Every time you teach a lesson live without capturing it, you are losing a potential future paycheck. Your expertise is an asset, but it only becomes a scalable one when it's documented. The parallel income mindset now, the most common fear I hear is, but I can't afford to quit my job. And my answer is always the same. You don't have to. In fact, you shouldn't. This brings us to the parallel income mindset. This isn't about taking a wild leap of faith into the unknown. It's about building a bridge to a more secure future. You need to see your current salary not as a trap, but as an anchor. It's the stable foundation that gives you the security and the peace of mind to build your digital income engine on the side. So, the lesson is clear. Keep your day job. Let your salary cover your living expenses and remove the financial pressure. This allows you to build your online teaching business with patience and strategy, not out of desperation. You are creating a second, parallel stream of income that will eventually grow to rival and even surpass your primary one. This is about addition, not subtraction. Turn knowledge into products. You might be thinking, what would I even sell? The answer is already in your possession. Your lesson notes, the PowerPoint slides you spent hours perfecting, the voice notes you send to students, the unique methods and frameworks you've developed over years of teaching. This is not just teaching material. This is digital gold. You are sitting on a treasure trove of intellectual property that is waiting to be monetized. The core lesson here is to shift your perspective. You need to learn how to transform what you already teach into tangible digital products. Your comprehensive lesson on calculus can become a mini course. Your collection of exam prep worksheets can be bundled and sold as an ebook. Your step-by-step guide to writing a thesis can be a set of premium templates. Your community of students can become a paid membership. You've already done 80% of the work. The final 20% is packaging it for sale. From time for money, content for money. This leads us to the most fundamental shift in your entire earning model. Right now, as a teacher, you are likely trapped in the time for money exchange. You show up for an hour, you get paid for an hour. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. It's a linear and ultimately limited way to earn. The digital world offers a new paradigm, content for money. Here's the powerful lesson. When you teach a live class, you are paid once for that block of time. When you record that same lesson and sell it as an online course, you can be paid for it 100 times, 1,000 times, even while you are asleep, on vacation, or teaching your next live class. The goal is to build systems where your content becomes your employee, working for you around the clock. Your recorded knowledge becomes an automated asset that generates revenue long after the initial effort is complete. Pick the right teaching model. Getting started doesn't have to be complicated. There are 5 simple, proven models for earning online as an educator. First, you have one-on-one tutoring, which is the easiest to start. Second, you can run small group cohorts, which allows you to leverage your time more effectively. Third, you can create a scalable online course. Fourth, you can build a recurring revenue stream with a membership community. And fifth, you can use a hybrid model, combining elements of the others. The lesson for anyone starting out is to begin small and scale intelligently. Don't try to build a massive 50-module course from day one. Start with one-on-one tutoring or a small, paid cohort. This allows you to test your material, refine your teaching style for an online audience, and gather testimonials with low risk. Once you have proven your concept and built momentum, You can then scale into a full online course or a membership community. Find a profitable niche. A hard truth you must accept is that not every topic sells. Your passion for 18th century poetry might be immense, but the market for it might be small. The key to profitability is not just teaching what you know, but teaching what solves an urgent problem for a specific group of people. Online, transformation is what sells. People pay for results. Therefore, the critical lesson is to identify the intersection where your expertise meets urgent market demand. Don't just be a history teacher. Be the expert who offers AP European History exam prep for high-achieving students. Don't just be a tech trainer. Be the person who provides digital skills for teachers over 50. A specific, profitable niche addresses a clear pain point and promises a tangible outcome. That is what people will gladly pay for. Validate before you build. One of the biggest mistakes new digital educators make is spending 6 months in a cave, secretly building what they believe is the perfect course, only to launch it to the sound of crickets. This is a recipe for heartbreak and burnout. You must never assume you know what the market wants. You must test it. The lesson is simple but non-negotiable. Validate your idea before you build the full product. Before you record a single module of your course, run a small, live mini workshop on the topic. Host a free webinar or an Ask Me Anything session. Create a simple landing page and see if people will pre-order or join a waitlist. This process confirms that there is real demand for your knowledge before you invest significant time and energy into creating the final product. Build lean infrastructure. Another myth is that you need a fancy studio, expensive cameras, and a complex website to start making money online. This is completely false. A fancy setup doesn't generate revenue. Effective systems do. The desire for perfection can become the ultimate form of procrastination, preventing you from ever launching. The lesson here is to embrace a lean infrastructure approach. Start with what you already have. Your smartphone has a fantastic camera. Zoom is a powerful tool for live classes. Google Drive can host your files. A simple payment gateway like Paystack or Stripe can handle transactions. A WhatsApp or Facebook group can serve as your first community. The mantra is launch, learn, and then upgrade. Get your product to market, generate revenue, and then reinvest that revenue into better tools. Market while you teach. Many educators have an "if I build it, they will come" mentality. They wait until their course is 100% complete before they even think about marketing. By then, it's too late. Marketing is not a separate activity that you do at the end. It's an integrated process that you do from the very beginning. This lesson is about building in public. Document your entire process. Post behind-the-scenes clips of you planning your lessons. Share testimonials from your first few tutoring clients. Create short value videos on social media that offer a small taste of your expertise. By the time you are ready to launch your main product, you will have already built an audience that knows you, likes you, and trusts you. Visibility builds trust, and trust is the foundation of sales. Scale with structure. As you start to gain traction, you'll face a new problem: growth. More students mean more questions, more emails, and more administrative work. If you don't have systems in place, growth will lead directly to burnout, and you'll find yourself working harder than you did in your day job. The lesson is that you must scale with structure. As soon as you can, automate the enrollment process. Use recorded content, like a welcome video or an FAQ section, to handle repetitive questions. Repurpose your live Q&A sessions into evergreen content that can be used to sell future cohorts or courses. The goal is to build a business that can grow without requiring a linear increase in your personal time and effort. Manage time and energy. Remember the parallel income mindset? You are still an employee. This new venture is happening on the side, and you cannot afford to let it drain you to the point where it affects your primary job or your health. Protecting your rhythm is paramount. The lesson is to be ruthlessly disciplined with your time and energy. You don't need to work on this 24/7. Schedule specific, dedicated blocks of time for your online business. For example, commit to 2 weekday evenings and a 4-hour block on a Saturday. When it's not a scheduled time, switch off. Guard your rest as fiercely as you guard your work time. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and sustainable energy management is the key to finishing the race. The digital escape plan. So, where does this all lead? It leads to the digital escape plan. True financial and professional liberation begins the moment your content starts earning more for you than your active labor does. It's the month when your online product sales exceed your monthly salary. That is the moment of true freedom. The final lesson is a cycle of creation and repetition. Build your first product, launch it, learn from it, and then repeat the process. With each cycle, your collection of intellectual property grows. Your small ebook becomes a course. Your course becomes a membership. Each recorded lesson, each workbook, each slide deck is another brick in the foundation of your second paycheck. Your intellectual property becomes your path to financial independence. So let me leave you with this closing insight. The goal is not to teach endlessly. The goal is to build endlessly. Stop thinking in terms of teaching hours and start thinking in terms of teaching assets. Every piece of content you record and package is a future income stream, an automated salesperson working on your behalf. The real path to wealth for an educator isn't more teaching hours, it's more teaching assets. Thank you for your time today. If you found this training valuable, please subscribe to our channel for more content just like this. And don't forget to share this video with another teacher or educator who needs to hear this message.